I want you to start noticing how it is that you are, okay? Are you allowing things to go with the flow? Are you just, really being, easygoing and just asking, very friendly questions, nothing so serious, just letting it be? Or have you noticed yourself when you are with masculine men, which I noticed, this is how I was showing up with them. I always felt like I had to compete with them. In a weird way, like I always felt like I had to one up them. You know what I mean? Like seriously, like I had to prove something. And that's what I felt in my energy when I started noticing how I was showing up. Because remember, I told you that I was showing up more in my masculine, more, telling what to do, doing this, asking all the questions, like, what are we going to do? Planning the, like, honestly. And what I noticed is when I started myself to just kind of like chill out a little bit and just let things be and be in the flow of my feminine feminine-ness and not be so structured. I swear to you, I mean, honestly, just try this. There was a shift that started happening. And sometimes it's really cool too, because even like, if we're not even talking in a romantic way, like this actually can work. Like if you're in a work environment, a lot of times women are like, oh, the guys are such jerks and I have such a hard time, is because also women are, trying to compete with that energy too. But I've noticed as soon as women have reported to me that they actually start letting that go of the control and trying to compete with the guy in the workplace, they're like, oh my gosh, I noticed that actually there is such a more partnership in the workplace with the guys, that especially men, that they were like, oh, they were jerks. And now they're like, oh, they actually want to help and they want to help me. And they like are really actually really sweet. I'm like, I know, because the woman herself was letting go and the man was able to be in his energy and she was be able to be in her energy. Or sometimes this happens, you guys, like if you felt like if you're a woman, I was in this position too, when I was in that type of energy. If you're a woman and you notice that like you're always like the friend of the guy, you know what I mean? Like you're like you get along with men really well. You notice that you're like, oh yeah, I'm a guy's guy. I get along. I love men more than women. And I love to, and there's nothing wrong with doing man things, because it's that to me is all flow. Some women like to shoot guns, some men like to shoot guns. Some women like to fish, some men like to fish. To me, it doesn't even matter. That's all good. That's all good. But I'm specifically talking about, again, romantic. And I'm specifically talking about if you're a woman that you are looking for, a romantic relationship, and you are more of the feminine essence, and you answer the question, as I said, you want to feel safe, you want to feel protected, you want to feel taken care of, then you are also showing up. The reason why you have your bros, you have so many bros, is because you're in your masculine. So they're treating you like a bro. So that's what I noticed when women are like, yeah, I get along with a lot of men, but I have a hard time in the romantic part, is because you're more the bro. You're more the bro. It's because feminine energy is internal. It's not necessarily an external thing. Yes, we can do things externally to make us feel more feminine, but really what it is it's internal. It's inwards, not outwards. That's why it's in the body. It's how you feel. Because a lot of women that are in their masculine, they have actually blocked themselves because they're so afraid to feel now. They're more in apathy. They don't want to feel all the feelings. And what they don't realize is once they go through the feelings, it actually allows you to release those feelings and let go. But when you're holding on to it and you're up in your head and you're in that the thinking, and you're not allowing yourself to let go and feel the feelings, that's the process. That's work I would tell you that, seriously, that do for yourself, is allow yourself to feel and embrace that and be able to let go. Yes. Okay, so, oh my God, Lord. Okay, so if you answered yes to the feminine essence, so what is that? So this is what I wrote down. So if you answer yes, then the understanding and what I feel that is probably like I said, in the next couple weeks, just in general, just be aware of this. Let yourself be taken.